Hi, everyone, and welcome to our full moon meditation. Just want to introduce myself. I am B. Nice to meet you. If this is your first time joining us, today is actually considered to be very, very special. It's an auspicious day because not only is it full moon, but it is also the International Peace Day, which is a day that is recognized by the UN. So not only are we having our full moon today, but it's also considered a very special day indeed. So a little bit about today and what Peace Day is, because it's something that I just learned about myself. The International Day of Peace is also known as the World Peace Day. It was established in 1981, and it's actually a day to devote to ideally focusing on peace and inspiring people to work on inner peace and just development and having harmony in the world. So it's very fitting because that's what meditation essentially is. A little bit about me: I've been a volunteer since 2008 at my center, which is in Georgia. So peace is something that I'm very passionate about, and inner peace especially. One of the things that I was able to kind of put together not that long ago that I pulled up because I feel that it's very significant for today is a couple quotes that my teacher, Ven.Pasura, actually, different quotes of his that I put together to kind of piece in as one. So I want to read it to you to hopefully inspire you, especially considering today is World Peace Day. So I know our teaching venerable will probably focus on this with regards to his talk. So this is something that I put together myself that I'd like to read to you because I feel that it is really beneficial and hopefully will inspire you. So world peace can become a reality only when everyone finds peace within himself or herself, which is inner peace. Again, this is different quotes that I put together from my teacher, Ven.Pasura. So each person can experience inner peace when his or her mind is cleared of all thoughts and becomes focused and still at the center of the body. So that's what we're about to do when we come to meditate. And it'll be guided by a very, very renowned, wonderful teacher, Venerable Passarat. Wisdom obtained from meditation will help one solve problems and guide one through life. The mind will be purified and clarified. All impurities in one's mind will vanish. If we are all united in spreading peace through inner peace, the world will change from darkness to rightness, from impurity to purity, from selfishness to sharing, and be filled with love. So this is actually something that I wrote a couple years back that I felt was very relevant with regards to today's talk. And not only that, considering it is World Peace Day. So as we all come together to unite as one at the center of the body, this is a great way to support world peace. And with that, I do have a guest that I'd like to invite, Joe Calavora. Hi, Joe. There he is. Okay, so Joe, I asked him a question earlier. If you can spotlight Joe, please. Excellent. Hey, Joe, good to see you. I can't hear you, Joe. Thank you. Yeah. No, your mic, you need to turn your mic on.
That
Got
working?
it? There we go. Hey, Joe. Awesome. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
Yes. Okay. So, Joe, with that, the question that I ask you is, what does world peace mean to you?
So when you asked me that question, I, of course, meditated about it because I was like, what am I going to say? I'm relatively a newbie at meditation, but I pertained it back to my life and how it's helped me and how I think world peace starts with myself. I guess through a lot of our sessions and stuff, by being able to help myself, I'm able to help others. And by helping myself, I'm a first generation Italian, always yelling, always screaming, hot-headed. Mine is always cluttered, always just making a mound out of a molehill out of a mound or vice versa. I forget how it goes, but always making it worse than it has to be. And then through meditation, I've learned that I'm able to be more calm. I'm able to think clearer. I'm able to clear my mind of all that clutter, AKA monkey brain, and I'm able to pass that on to other people. No longer am I angry at other people or hot-headed at other people. I'm calm and rational. And so, like we're always saying, being that little ripple in the pond, I'm that little ripple. And hopefully by being able to be calm, loving, nonviolent, and compassionate, I could pass those traits on to other people and treat other people the same way. And they, in themselves, then from them, they could go on and do the same thing. So we all want to be happy and all want to be loved. And through meditation, we can get there.
Thank you, Joe. That's a perfect way to end it. That's perfect. Because if everyone does what you do, essentially peace will definitely prevail. So that's what we are hoping for, to one day get to the point where everyone's able to find this inner peace and happiness. And then there's a ripple effect from there. So thank you so much, Joe, for your input. So with that, a little bit with regards to today's timeline. So we're going to have a short wisdom talk from our teacher, which is Ven.Pasura, for about 10 minutes. And then after that, we'll have meditation, which is going to be about 20 minutes. So 9:15 to 9:35. Then we're going to have a candlelight offering with loving kindness. So if you can prepare your candles, that way, when we are at this point, we can all turn on our camera and have that be the light of unity, connecting all of us together. And then we'll have a Q&A from 9:45 to 9:58, and then we'll wrap up. So next, I'd like to transition it over to our teaching monk, Venerable Pasura. A little bit about our teaching monk. He has ordained since 2006, so he's been a monk for quite some time. He has over 30 plus years of meditation experience. He has helped essentially around the world, many different centers with regards to having peace agents, teaching various meditation practitioners in pretty much every country at this point in time. So he's the perfect teacher to lead into World Peace Day and to guide us in today's class. So with that, I introduce Venerable Pasura.
Hello, hello, B. And
Hi,
hello,
Namaste
Joe.
again. Hi, Venerable.
Good to see you on this full moon night, and especially it's the International Day of Peace. You know, whenever I look at this topic, I have to look all the way back when I was studying my master's degree, and I did my master in international relations. And it's kind of ironic that the great deal of time that I was spending study, and in this period, it's more like study about conflicts rather than study the way how peace is developed. It's more like analyze different factors of how conflict started, how each and every country tried to create this so-called balance of power. And today is actually 30 years anniversary of International Day of Peace, since you have said at the beginning that it was originated in 1981. So today is 2021, right? So, oh no, 40 years. So it's close to half a century.
Oh, wow.
It's already been 40 years.
Long time.
And the first celebration, I mean, in 82, it was more like calling for 24 hours of ceasefire. So basically, it's just like asking everyone not to shoot at each other for 24 hours before you can go back and kill each other again.
Right.
So that's the idea of peace. And it has been 40 years already, and history still repeats itself. If you look back in the last 40 years of the world history and different global issues, you can still see the same things keep coming up. Domestic violence, inequality, discrimination, wars, abuse in different kinds of form. And this is also developed according to technology. You know, we have using internet, using social media, internet called hate speech and discrimination. And we can see that these are the patterns. That means no matter how we have been trying to do different campaigns, try to do so many concerts, and even asking people just to put in. And the technology is so developed these days, but still we're repeating the same way. But if you look a bit further back, the problem that exists today is exactly the same as it happened 1,000 years ago. It's exactly the same as 2,000 years ago. And if it's continued in the same direction, it means in the next 1,000 years, 2,000 years, things won't change. Which means if we really want peace to happen, what we have been doing so far is not the right way.
Because right, we need to do something different.
Exactly, because throughout history, it doesn't change at all. And even ironic is that the word peace in English comes the word pax in Latin. And the word pax can mean everything from tranquility all the way to agreement. And actually, the original term is more like the word agreement, which means is this kind of agree or submission to the rules of the conquest. So usually it was a pact or agreement after someone dominated everybody else by force and said, right now from here on, the guy has to follow what I'm saying. And that is the state of peace. That is what happened in history. If you look back, you can hear the word like Pax Romana, which is after the Roman Empire conquered everybody and said, you gotta have to follow my rules. So that's why it's always come in the form of abusing and dominating each other. Now, in my context, the word peace refers to tranquility of mind. And in Thai word, it's actually the word tranquility plus happiness. It's a state that only that you feel calm, you feel tranquil, you feel serene within yourself, but at the same time, you feel very, very happy so much that you want to make this society a better place to live. And that's exactly the meaning of the word human. The word human in my text is the combination of two words. The first one is mind, and the second one is develop, which means together, a human is a being or a creature with developed mind. When we are not having that developed mind, we succumb to the instincts that we just kind of regress back to be just an animal again. So that is the task that we are coming together tonight to develop our mind. And when our mind is developed, we attain the state of inner peace. As Joe has said earlier, that you cannot just be, if you can help others, if you can start helping yourself. Basically, if you don't have peace with yourself, you cannot give it back to the society. I don't mean that you have to go out there and change the world in one day, but at least you can change the world around you first when the mind of peace. If you look inside, you see yourself as a person, as a developed mind person, instead of looking outward and start to see everyone as a lesser person. Because when we see that, we started to, I'm superior, those are inferior, I should take advantage of it. It is okay for me to be mean, to be selfish. But when I look inside and my mind is calm with inner peace, I can free myself from this anger. I can free myself from this selfishness. I can free myself from this particular advantage. So that's why meditation is the means to reach that. And then when we are able to attain inner peace, let's say we have a bit kind of cocktail. And tonight I give you a new kind of ingredient of this cocktail called clear. It has 5 ingredients. The first one drop of compassion. C. Number 2, L, 1 drop of loving kindness. 3, E, 1 drop of empathy. 4, A, 1 drop of altruism. And the last one, R, number 5, 1 drop of respect. When inner peace is filled within our mind, it transcends into compassion, love, kindness, empathy, altruism, and respect. And when our mind occupied with this, it's the mind that wants to see everyone free from misery, be happy, and even to a greater extent, plus respect each other as a person, as brother and sister who share this world with us. And that's why inner peace is the most solid foundation to world peace. As a result of that, tonight we're going to be coming here together to cultivate that inner peace through the practice of meditation. And with the practice of meditation, first of all, it's not about trying to gain anything. It's not about trying to do anything. It's actually take one step back, look back inside, keep our attention and consciousness back within, and just observe. Look deeper with that, observe within ourselves while remain still and comfortable at ease. So without any further ado, I would like you to get some adjusted to be ready for it. If you can, stretch your body, stretch your arms, stretch your legs. And taking some time to breathe deeply in and out a few times. Breathe in, feeling the air slowly reach down to the very end of your breath. Fill your heart, your mind with bliss and joy. And exhale. Allow your out breath to carry all of your worry, frustration, or any other resentment that you have in your mind. Let's do that again one more time with your in-breath. Inhale very deeply and softly, softer than the last time. Feel it gently touches the very end, called the center of your body. Then exhale, let it all the way out, while allowing your eyes to close so gently and softly. Please close the eyes in the way that you can feel your eyelashes gently touch one another. When that happens, the relaxation around your eyes will spread throughout your face and throughout your whole body. So take some time to observe your sitting posture. Adjust that you can feel the way the blood circulation flows smoothly from head to the toes. Adjust your posture until you find yourself so comfortable and settled the way you are. You can take all the time you need, as one of the key part of meditation is to take one moment at a time in the present moment. So take your time in adjusting your sitting posture, whether you choose to be on the floor or on the chair, on the couch. Any posture is fine, as long as you feel so balanced and settled. And slowly breathe deeply in and out a few more times. Inhale, observe your in-breath as it's slowly reaching down to the end within your abdomen. Exhale, relieve your mind from any affairs or matters held up inside. A few more times with your breath in and out. Breathe in softer and gentler than the last time. Exhale and let your breath return to normal. While slowly bring your attention back inside. Gently bring your awareness back to be deep within yourself at the end of your breath. You can feel the space within, that comfortable space in the middle of your abdomen, where you can gently rest your mind upon. feeling that your consciousness is slowly descending down like a feather and tenderly touched upon the surface of your center without any impact. Let your whole body be at ease and slowly free your mind from all matters, any affairs, whatever the mind is holding on to. This is the moment to disconnect, to withdraw, and return to where peace is available inside. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back here without feeling upset. It's okay. Each time your mind wanders, you may permit the mind to wander a bit and then softly bring it back here to where you feel at ease. As your mind is right here, you may find a stream of comfort emerge from your center, and it relieves every muscle from tension, beginning from the top of your head down to the forehead. It flushes down to your eyes, nose, all the way to both of the cheeks, down to your neck and shoulders, arms, and all the way to the tips of your fingers. Feeling relaxation streaming down from your chest all the way to your abdomen, legs, feet, all the way to the tips of the toes. Free up your whole body from any tension. And picture yourself sitting alone under the night sky in the nature. It could be on top of the mountain where everything is so serene, spacious, feeling that you are in the middle of that space, and there is nothing around you all the way to the horizon. Just yourself right here and wrap in peace and comfort. The mind, it wanders, thoughts may appear from time to time. That is normal. Each time your attention got away, gently bring it back here, back to your comfort spot in the middle of this open space again. Meditation is not about exerting extreme action. On the contrary, it's all about disengaging, deactivating, disconnecting from all external matters, and automatically the mind will return to where it belongs. That is within yourself. So confirm your center's feeling. The place inside where your mind is poised at peace. When you are able to stay still with this comfort, your body will be even more relaxed. It feels as if the whole body is empty and hollow inside, as if your whole being can assimilate into the atmosphere, become part of the air that flows so freely without anything that weighs it down. Continue to stay still at your comfort spot at the center. Let your mind immerse deep in that peace. Let the mind glide along the flow of comfort. Automatically, the mind will return to be within, and that where peace is waiting. It is always there in that space of the mind. You usually fill that space with anger, resentment, or any other negative feelings. When that space is clean, peace and tranquility return. It is our true nature. So let the mind be still with that nature within, so calm, still, very softly and gently. here in the open space, feeling that your center is also in the middle of that whole open space. You may visualize a bright full moon. Let it be the representation of your mind. So keep aware of the bright full moon. Feel its warm radiation all around it. It doesn't have to be so sharp and clear. Just a glimpse of awareness that the full moon is there inside. And your mind will automatically stand still with the moonlight, warm and comfortable. Nonetheless, if you are content with just remaining still without doing anything at all, let it be in that. You don't have to do anything else further. Let your mind glide along the flow of comfort and peace. Be still, be content with your present, content with your inner peace, with the moonlight warmly radiating. The mind be still. Immerse in the bright light. Immerse deep in inner peace. So calm, so clear. And now that our mind stands still deep in peace, it's time for us to light up the candle as a representation of inner peace. So I would like to invite everyone to open your eyes and light up your candle. Lit. Bring that light back inside. The light of peace is now lit within yourself. Although It may be just a small candle, but all of us here have lit up our life and connect with each other. So let the mind fill with that joy of peace that the candlelight is radiating, its peace energy. That peace inside can transcend into loving kindness. It is the intent to see all living beings, creatures, person everywhere to live free from misery, pain, and sadness, to live free from regression, abuse, and violence. It is the intent for everyone to live in joy, in happiness, and peace. So let that peace energy fill up deep inside yourself. And as your mind rests still in the center of that peace, it grows. Fill up your whole body until peace energy circulate throughout your being. Embrace your whole self as part of it, and it continue to expand further throughout your whole house, your residence, reaching out to everyone who share your residence, your parents, your family, wishing them the life without suffering, life without misery, wishing them always find peace and joy everywhere they go, reaching out to them with your loving kindness that radiates from your center, and it grows further throughout your neighborhood, your block, all the way to the whole city. Share the same intent to every creature, every person, to be free from dangers, to be free from pain. Expand further throughout the whole country, everyone, everywhere, to neighboring countries and around the world. Every person on this planet are like brothers and sisters who share the same nature of life, who wish to live in peace and harmony. So embrace them all with your loving kindness, with your peace energy that expands all the way beyond the horizon. That light inside can reach out indefinitely. May this loving kindness reach into every heart of every person and plant a seed of loving kindness, empathy, compassion, altruism, and respect in every heart, mind, and soul. And the new dawn of peace, and the new dawn of peace will be a reality. Expand, radiate further and further. And now that this energy is part of your whole self, allow that peace to circulate throughout your entire being, up to your face, down to your hands, and slowly bring your awareness back to feel your body sensation And slowly breathe in. Allow the fresh air to reach out, reach down, and exhale. Inhale deeply. Feel the air spread to every part of your body. And exhale. Breathe again. Deep and long. And exhale. Feeling that your mind, your heart, your body is one unit of peace. And now when you are ready, you may slowly open up your eyes and let the smile of peace appear in your face. So that is the conclusion of the meditation part. And thank you very much for sharing your cultivation of inner peace together. And really wish that you are in touch with your source of peace inside and see how it can transform into all of the positive aspects that people are looking for.
Thank you so much, Ven.Pasura. That was simply, I just love meditating with you and listening to you talk. I know I say this every time, but I really do mean it from the bottom of my heart that listening to you is just inspiring. And sometimes you kind of forget the purpose, but when you have like a good teacher, it really helps you be motivated and passionate and realize that, you know, what we're doing is really beneficial for ourselves and even for the world. But it does take having that teacher and being connected to the teachers to remember that, because it's very easy to get distracted and lost, essentially. So thank you so much, Venerable. One of the things that I really enjoyed about your wisdom talk is how you were talking about when you were looking for what today really represented, it really dealt more with conflict resolution. Same with me. I found that a little surprising because really, to really get rid of the conflict, there's a much more of a root than that, which is within us, the mind. So really, in terms of true peace, it can only be achieved within us. So I totally agree with you on that. Not so much seize fire. I mean, to me, that's a no-brainer, but it should be something deeper than that to really transform people. And the only thing that truly transform people is meditation. So hopefully the world will one day know that, everyone will, and we'll have more and more people meditating with us. So thank you, Venerable.
Cocktail I told you today.
Oh yeah, actually I wrote that down. It was so good. So you said the clear cocktail is compassion, loving kindness, empathy. I didn't get the fourth one.
Altruism.
Okay, that's what I thought. And then respect. And wouldn't you say all these things pretty much are a result of meditation? So if you're meditating naturally, you're going to be cultivating these ingredients.
Exactly.
Automatically.
It begins with your empathy, because when you start to see yourself as a person and start to see that I have flaws just like everybody else, I will begin to grow empathy. I will start to put myself in others people should become more considerate. And that leads to loving kindness. It leads to compassion. It leads to me want to do greater extent to greater good, altruistic, and become more respectful towards everybody around me, because I respect them as a person, because they need exactly the same as I want.
Mm-hmm.
Just grow from that.
Thank you, Venerable. So with that, we'd like to open the floor with any questions. If you have a question, please raise your hand or unmute or even type in the chat. This is a rare opportunity for us to have Venerable Pasura. I think the last time he was on one of these was many months ago. So please take advantage of the time if you have any questions. We do have a couple of comments, which is very peaceful on meditation and thanking you. So with that, Venerable, if there's no questions, I'd like to leave people with something to kind of help motivate them to find that inner peace. Could you give people suggestions with regards to what to do so that they can stay committed to cultivating peace for themselves every day, essentially? Not just, of course, a day, like today when it's a peace day. I think every day needs to be a day like that.
If I can give you a few things. Number one, meditate 30 minutes a day. You know that you take a shower, you take supplementaries, you do everything for your body to stay clean and healthy. Your mind is exactly the same treatment. So if you think that you spend many hours a day with your workout, with your vitamins, with your food, with taking shower, 30 minutes for your mind is not a lot. It's actually very little because it's like you're taking a rest as well. And with that, you get recharge your battery. Number two, mindfully smile. Intentionally smiling, like you're really smiling and you realize I am smiling. And just do it at least 10 times a day. That when you go out there, every time you get up in the morning, at least you smile to yourself first. And then you started to go out there and smile with everybody. You can make peace beginning from that simple stuff, and then leading to the third one, speak nicely. It's actually, there is something very simple with the words, say thank you, I'm sorry, excuse me, appreciate that. Those kind of words sound very simple. We speak to people with kind of words, the eyes, the window of your soul. You can even look at people with kind of eyes. So those kind of things can already create a better atmosphere. And that will be the first step to more sustainable peace. Don't talk of peace like people stop hitting each other. Let's talk about peace instead of be kind towards one another. And it starts from every action that you do. Smile, speak nicely until you can believe, if you can set, it was me, I would love to try, like, set one thing in a day that I will do something that is not for myself. At least one thing a day. And if I can just do that every day, at least I am taking part in making the world around me a better place. So if you can just do this for, that will be a good start. And number 5, if you can, is to maintain this kind of mind just right after meditation all day long. And anytime you just start to feel like it kind of shifted, you kind of being dragged ups and downs, pause, close your eyes, take a deep breath, come back inside, reset it. And if you can just try that, I know that I can't change the world tomorrow, but at least I know that the world around me is a little better place to live.
Thank you, Venerable. At least your world, your inner world. Thank you, Venerable. That was so inspiring. For me, one of the things I'm going to try just from your talk is to do one thing good for somebody else every day. I know I do it, but I don't think I do it every day, but I'm going to try to do that because I think it's really going to just help me become a better person and continue to grow. Thank you so much, Venerable. It was a great meditation and talk today. A couple things for those of you who'd like to stay committed to your meditation practice. Don't forget, we do have an app called Mind Gem. Please download it if you haven't already. Venerable Pasura is one of our teaching monks on there, as long as all of our other top monks as well. In addition to that, you can stay connected to our notifications. When we have these centralized efforts, you'll know when they're happening, in addition to getting local notifications from your local center as well. So definitely the app is a great thing to have. And again, you can meditate with us at the convenience of your home. A couple of other announcements that we'd like to make is our different centers around the world. Actually, if you go to locations from the website, these are our various locations. If you don't see your location on this website, Google it. You never know. We have locations everywhere. So even if you're in Africa, Canada, wherever. I know we have people from around the world on these calls. Just Google Atomic Gaia branch, and then you'll find your local center. But again, if you don't have one, you can always meditate with our app and join us online as well. So with regards to announcements, Chicago has a couple of new programs going on at the center there, and you can go to their website. But a couple of things that they're introducing is a introduction to meditation. So every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 6 to 6:45 Central Time. This is online or in person, so whichever works best for you. And we also have daily pause every day. So that's every day you can meditate online with us as well from 7 to 8 p.m. Central Time. And then we also have Living Dharma on Saturday and Sunday from 9 to 10 a.m. Central Time. Again, these are programs in Chicago, but we have programs throughout all the centers. So just be sure to connect to your local center to find out. So at this time, I leave you all to having a very peaceful and restful night. Sleeping in a sea of merit is what we like to call it when you meditate and have that peace energy. Until we see you next time, our next full moon will be October 20th, which is on a Wednesday. So thank you so much for your time, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye, Venerable. Thank you again.
Together to open the new world era, to eliminate all conflicts and differences. It's time for everyone to join hand in hand. At last, now the world's beyond healing. It's time to change the world. As the one who knew in the past, smiles of love. We'll be kind, the world will change. The world will change. Let's come together to change the world. Let's come together to change the world. Let's come together to change.